Everyone, in this video I'm going to try to answer the question, will the AC work good in the 2021 Ford Bronco? This was the test on a four-door Big Bend, and I think you're going to like the content that's here. Basically, I took some temperature, humidity readings, and you might be surprised. Check out the video. All right, everyone, so AC check in the 2021 Ford Bronco Big Bend. So it's kind of hard to tell in the light here, but we have the AC on. We're out in the sun. We are at 42% or 40% humidity and 68 degrees inside the Bronco. Now I want to make sure I'm not right in front of the vent. Now if you're in front of the vent, it's a lot colder, but I mean the ambient temperature. Can you see that, Gavin? Yep. So we're at 68 degrees.
69.8.
Yep, and let's do this here. Let's do wet bulb. All right, so the wet bulb temperature is 56.6 degrees. If you remember earlier in the video, I was telling you that when the wet bulb temperature is lower than the actual temperature, then that's the feel-like temperature. So basically that number's spread apart, which means that we have evaporative cooling, which means we cool off. We don't feel so muggy. So I can tell you that the comfort levels, not just on temperature, but on humidity, and in particular doing the wet bulb, it is pretty amazing. Okay, that was my first take on checking the temperature and the humidity on this segment. I took it at a different location a little bit later. The temperature outside is slightly different, maybe by a degree, and the temperature inside the Bronco was a lot cooler because I had the fan running on high longer. Anyway, check it out. Hey everyone, Dwayne here again. So look, we're doing a temperature check on the 2021 Ford Bronco Big Bend. It helps if I look at the lens, but I just want to show you something here real quick. So I don't know if you can see that. This is our wet bulb temperature. I've turned the fan off, so it's going to creep up, but that's 60.2 right now. Humidity level is interesting, 36%. So here's what happens, and we're going to switch this back to actual temperature. So the actual temperature right now with no AC, the fan not running, is 77. So you'll see that there's a big difference between the actual temperature and the wet bulb temperature. And so what does that mean? That means that when you separate those two numbers, when the wet bulb is lower than the actual temperature, that you have a really good comfort level. It doesn't feel muggy. It feels good. Now I can tell you on the Bronco, you can feel the heat coming in from the top without the fans in low. But with the AC running, the temperature difference between the front and the rear is about 3 degrees difference, at least how we measured it. The humidity level in the back, though, is really low, just like it is in the front. So your comfort level, as far as the air's not humid, doesn't feel sticky, is actually very comfortable. So as far as temperature is concerned, there's not a big discrepancy. If it's a hot day, you have a soft top, you are going to need to run the AC. Now, what's a hot day? That's relative, I guess. We're going to check the temperature outside in just a minute. Here you have the air distribution screen on the new Ford Bronco, and here you have the air vents that are below the front seats. Okay, I hope you liked the video. I hope this answers some of the questions. Basically, if you want to use the AC in the Bronco properly, I think you need to use the dash vents, and the floor vents should be used for heating or a mix between defrost and heat. So that's just my take. I think the Bronco AC works well. Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe to our channel. Like the video if you would. That helps YouTube spread the word about us and helps my channel grow. Talk to you later.